Yes, welcome everybody to the Power Book 2 Ghost Series 4 Episode 7 special. You got myself, Nate the Man in the Know.
Richie in the house.
Yes, and obviously we are now coming to the end of Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 episode. Well, we're coming to the end of the series basically. And obviously, as you know, we've been with you for the whole of Power Book 2. And I just thought to myself, you know what? We can't wait, bruv. Every time we watched it, it comes out on a Sunday. We need to be releasing this on a Sunday. We can't be waiting till next Friday.
Facts.
So we always talk about the fact that we're going to have more shows. So this is going to be one of them. So the rest of the team, obviously, Kel don't watch Power, and Merv is otherwise occupied. Sorry about that, Merv. Maybe we'll see you next week. All right. So this episode was called. What is this episode? Oh, I can't fix it. Maybe it should have been called By Felicia.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you know what? That was
It
a
should
good
have really
idea.
been called By Felicia. I think they missed the trick with that one. They should have called it By Felicia. All right. So last week we had an episode which ended with Diana being booted in her stomach by Felicia, who was one of the police officers on the corrupt police force. We spoke about it last week. It was like, what's going to happen? Is she going to lose the baby? Is she not going to lose the baby? What's going to happen? She got on the blower. She's like, Tariq, I need you. No, she didn't. That was before. She said that she did say Tariq, she wanted to link Tariq first. And obviously, she got beat up by Felicia. Felicia left, then Tariq caught her, called the police, the ambulance, and then obviously we woke up. First scene, she's in the hospital bed. Did you think that she would have lost the baby? Yeah, sorry, if you haven't watched it, sorry about that. Let's go.
Yeah, to be honest, it's one of the ones that, to me, those kind of kicks that Felicia was doing, those kicks are signs of you're going to lose your child without a doubt. And for me, it was like, what's going to happen next? I knew she would have lost it, and in the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the show, and it kind of clarified what I was thinking, and it happened. So obviously, in my head, it's all about retaliation based on her losing a baby. But what I didn't expect is for her to go and retaliate Diana, who I'm referring to. I automatically thought it would be Tariq who'd be going and do the dirty business, or Monet, or Kane himself. But to see Diana going out and doing it, I was shocked by that.
I think, considering obviously Diana had the trauma of losing a baby, so she lost a baby. She's in hospital. She's sad. She's shouting at Tariq, saying, Tariq, this is what you said you wanted. You wanted us to live this life, blah, blah, blah. We lost a baby. So she's obviously hurt. She sees Monet. All of a sudden, she's like, Mum, I need to get out of here. Comes out the thing. All of a sudden, she goes into evil mode. Like, I was like, okay, you're not going to take any time to grieve.
Wait, but you know what it is? Which I totally understand. But I thought losing a child, she would have to give. She would have had some form of blood clot or of some sort happening. So go on. You're going to teach me, teacher.
No. It's a sensitive subject. So, but yes, depending on how far she was, there should have been something. There should have been some form of passing of something, or like, obviously, because I guess she would have. It comes under having a miscarriage, in it.
Yeah, correct.
So she would have had a miscarriage. You know what I mean? And obviously, we know, like, let's not. So I was going to say, if there's anybody out there, we're not trying to belittle the miscarriage. Obviously, we're just talking about the show as it is.
They know. But like you said, she turned into evil mode. And it was straight revenge.
It was. And the thing about it is, and obviously, we're going to go all over it, because obviously, we're going to talk about her arch first before we talk about other stuff, yeah? But obviously, she was like, I need to try and sort this out. I need to try and sort this out. Felicia, she did this. I need to go and handle my business. Yeah. Obviously, she's leaning on her parents. She's leaning on her mum. She's leaning on Tariq. She's leaning on her family. But ultimately, she says she wants to do it herself.
Yeah. Straight.
And obviously, this happened at the end of the episode. Yeah, but we'll move around. So when she entered the house, like Felicia's house, yeah, and she had the gun on her, I still didn't believe her because I said that's not Diana.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Yeah, but we say that it's not Diana, but she's a hurt woman. She's just lost a child. Do you get what I mean?
No, I understand why she's doing that, but like we've never seen that side of Diana before.
Yeah, I know.
For Diana to be moving like that, do you get me? And then, even when she then had Felicia at the gunpoint, yeah, I don't believe she believed it. Like she had ample time to pull the strap.
My problem is, look, you're going for revenge. Why are you even hesitating in shooting this woman? You don't need to talk to her. Okay, maybe see a couple words, but fundamentally, you've got a pistol. Yeah, so you are at some distance before she can even try and get to you. But the hesitation, that frustrated me. Do you get what I mean? It massively frustrated me, and
it was frustrating. Also, we gotta believe. Yeah, how can we believe? Like, so obviously, she goes to shoot her. Felicia doesn't like. Felicia comes closer and closer. Diana, don't do this. Diana, don't do this. She grabs the gun. She knocks it out of her hand. She then starts wrestling with her. Yeah. So this is the same policewoman, yeah, that is up for charges for violence against criminals. Yeah.
Correct,
like when she's arresting them. Yeah. But somehow we're going to believe that Diana, yeah, in her sensitive state, yeah, is going to knock her down and do all of this.
Yep. This is the thing. And then when Diana, she is it a saucepan?
That's a skillet. That was a skillet. Oh. So that's it's like a frying pan, but it's like cast iron. So normally, like even when you wash it, you have to coat it in oil before you put it back in the cupboard. And then it's like a really heavy cast iron skillet. It's like what do you cook it? You can like cook steak and them things on there.
Okay. You know you're gonna have to Google
Foreman, but without the George Foreman press.
Oh, okay. It's that kind of so it's a proper thing then.
Yeah, it's a proper thing. It wasn't like a frying pan. It was a cast iron skillet. Like it was a proper thing.
And she absolutely pummeled her with it. Was it 2-3 times?
Yeah. Boom, boom, bang.
And obviously it opened up her head and all sorts, and you see blood everywhere. And I thought, and to be honest, I looked at it and I thought, well done. I thought, well done. And I thought, that's it. You're gonna go and you're gonna go home and be, obviously you've killed someone, but obviously you're a scorned woman, obviously upset of the loss of your baby, and we move on. Because you got to remember, we're in the last, I think there's 3-4 episodes left. I lie?
3 more episodes. Episode 8, 9,
3
10.
more. Yeah, exactly. So we kind of got to be going somewhere with this whole thing. So I get I get why things are probably happening a bit quicker. And do you get what I mean? But when she killed her and she saw a baby toy, I was like, okay, so what? So we will go home.
Yeah.
And then she got emotional. Look, I'm being honest with you, yeah. If someone took a life of someone I cared about, yeah, and I've made a decision to go and take their life, bro, there's nothing gonna make me feel guilty about doing this activity, especially after I've done it. After I've done it, I'll be pleased with myself. And okay, maybe I won't be pleased with myself. It's not a good thing taking someone's life. But I have to step back in it. But it's a case of there's nothing in that instant that should make you feel guilty, because somebody's going to be upset that they've lost their child of some sort. You get what I mean? But when I saw the whole thing about she saw a kid's toy, so she automatically felt guilty. I was just like, and then she phoned Tariq to come and be part of the crime scene. I'm sorry, no,
but that's what I'm saying. Do you know how and obviously towards the end we saw more and more people in the crime scene there. I was going, hold on, why are we doing this to everybody? I don't understand. You think I could do something, yeah? And I'm calling you, man, to meet me at the place. It's bad enough I've used my phone, you know. My phone's triangulated. It shows I'm here. I'm now going to get you, man, to come to the scene of the crime. So all of us are going down.
This is what I'm trying to say.
But then also, like,
it's natural.
It was what do you call it? So obviously, she then goes upstairs. She sees that the mother, she was a mother, and she sees the child there. She's looking at the child. Tariq comes. The child starts getting up. She's like, "Oh, it's okay. We're just here. Your mum had to go to work. I'm going to come and read you a bedtime story. Hi, my name's Officer this, and my name's Officer that." I said, "What in God's green earth are we doing here?"
This is what. Listen, why is she reading the child a bedtime story? Are we okay over here? Bro. You've just murdered the mum, and you're going to read a child a bedtime story. The fact the child saw you and Tariq, that child's got to go. That child has to go.
Okay. It's unfortunate. Yeah. It's either got to go or it's got to be in the back of the car. We've got to drive it. You remember how they did it to Lauren? You get in the car, you got to drive it somewhere. You got to do that. You got to drive it somewhere and someone else has got to take care of it. Iffy, the body's in the boot. Do what you got to do.
Facts. Because to me, I was just like, no, this here, I'm not having it. And just that scene itself, I thought was like, okay, cool. That was a horrendous scene. And then for Monet to come in, I was like, oh, you're gonna come as well. I was like, really? And then she goes to Tariq and Diana, you guys go, I'll deal with it. What are you gonna do, old woman? What are you gonna do?
All right.
You're gonna wrap up the body. Go on.
Hold on. We're gonna come back to the scene, yeah. But also, there was no sense of nothing. They were touching every piece of banister. Their blood was everywhere. They was like, we want to get caught.
It's like they never heard of forensics.
There was nothing.
Never heard of forensics before.
Yeah, there was nothing here that said this is a policewoman, and when they find out the policewoman is dead, and the FBI, whatever, no, it's not even like she just died. You know, her head was battered in.
She was pummeled.
Bro, the skillet was coming with me. Everything was. You know, when I'm leaving the house, I'm leaving with bare things, bare black bags. I'm walking out the house, black bags and cleaning products. But we're going to come back to the last scene, like afterwards, because we need to talk about the last scene. But that will be the last thing we talk about because that kind of ties everything in.
Yeah.
Obviously, last week we had the Egypt police officer Carter. I can't call him an Egypt police officer, but obviously Michael Ealy. You can see that this week he's losing it. Yeah, like from last week where he was this ruthless bad man to now he looks like he's going to go for a nervous breakdown at any moment. Yeah. So obviously Carter killed Tate's brother.
Correct.
Yeah. Then Carter wants to spin Tate some lies about, oh, it's the Russians. The Russians did it, where we're going to get them. We won't sleep until we get them. He goes back to the base. He tells the people, X, Y, and Z. It was the Russians. They're looking at him going, well, it can't be the Russians because the Russians wouldn't do this. This don't make sense. Man said, don't worry about all that. It's going to make sense. We got to go and kill the Russians. So they force it upon the Russians. Any Russian, any Ute Russian man that didn't look like he could kill anybody, they pin on him, kill him. They do that fake one where they shoot the gun so it looks like someone shot at me, put the gun in his hand, and that was that. And I thought, really? Like, Carter's losing it.
Look. First of all, the Carter character is not required in the last season of Power.
No.
Do you get what I mean? Because to me, we're coming to end Power. Yeah, Tyreek show started so fantastically well. Like we should be already seeing the reign of Tyreek and the end of the Tahatas, because how far it's gone. Do you get what I mean? But this whole Carter coming in, it's like they plan for a next season. But when we know, and they've clearly told us there's not going to be a next season, and this, do you get what I mean? And the whole guy Carter came in as we assumed he was a clean detective looking to get rid of all these drug dealers and all these gangsters off the road. And obviously then we learned he was corrupt. And seeing him get into a point where, like you said, it's getting a bit messy. It's all getting a bit messy, and they expect to unravel all this kind of the Carter and his corrupt police force in 3 episodes. But I honestly struggle. I'm honestly struggling with this season, and I'm like, with 3 episodes to go, what are we trying to really do by ending them? I can't accept this. I can't accept Carter.
The thing is, it's got, and I believe it's going to get worse. Like I think, to be fair, like when we talk about Carter, I think Carter's already signed his death wish. He's going to go, and unless somehow they can manage to tie everything onto everybody that's about to die, I don't know how they're going to work it. Yeah. Carter's definitely 100%. He's not making it to the end of the season.
Yeah, 100. But it's only 3 episodes to go. Do you get what I mean?
don't even know if he's going to make it. I don't even know if he's going to make it to the end of the next episode.
Then see,
the way that people are coming out.
But the thing is, then there's nothing else to show on the TV show. Because the way I see it is, Monet and Tariq don't have beef. Diana and Tariq don't have beef. Like Drew and Tariq don't have beef. Kane and Tariq don't have beef. There's no beef between them anymore. Yeah. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, Tariq, there's no beef.
There's no beef.
So this is just Tariq. No, Tariq just wants to be apex predator. And unless Tariq, somehow by the end of season, everyone is working for Tariq, I'm not sure how it's going to work.
Bro, no one's going to be working for Tariq. Let me tell you that now. No one's going to be working. I don't understand where it's going to go. I'm panicking. I'm panicking because I picked up Power Ghost. I picked up. I was the one to kind of blow the horn, not just obviously on the podcast, but
he was you're definitely an advocate for it.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? So it's a case of now, I know the writers have changed, but really, so you're going to destroy the legacy of this show. Like Tariq has grown as a character from the days of Power to being number 1 hated individual to be now one of the most liked characters of the whole Power, the whole of the Power book. Do you get what I mean? So I'm very disappointed. It's just like, to me, I don't know. Like, and now I keep on calling for Tommy's name to kind of come in and cause a stir.
I don't want Tommy in this. I don't think Tommy should dirty his legacy by being in this.
I struggle, bro.
Right. Also, like obviously we know Power's not real. It's just it is what it is, yeah. But
it's real.
Drew.
Mr. Barry.
Are we all to believe, yeah, that over this series, Drew, who his dad, remember, the dad wanted Drew to be the main guy. Yeah. He always wanted Drew to be the main guy. Kane was like, I'm the killer, I'm the bad man, I should be the guy, yeah. Drew has gone from playing basketball and fancying his brethren and drawing pictures of him all the time, yeah, to now Drew is a stone cold killer. Drew is killing people for fun, Drew is moving like, I don't even know. I don't even think Omar moves like this in The Wire. Drew is moving. He's taking people's lives like he's the body snatcher.
No. Look.
Yeah, right now, each episode it's one for one. He killed a man last week in the prison hospital. This week he killed the next man in the prison, and then we're meant to believe that he just walks out of the prison. He's killed two men and just walked out.
Bro, this is what I'm trying to say to you. This is why
in the middle of the night. In the middle. You ever see that man get released in the middle of the night?
This is what it's called: shambles. Shambles. Look, and the guys that who will see this podcast and me slating it, and I hope it's one or two of those power people who are the writers. You know it's shambles. Sometimes like when I'm making a beat, right? When I know it's shambles, but I'm still presenting it to an artist to say, go on, jump on it. It's big. No, it's shambles. When you're doing a presentation in class in front of the kids, when something's poor, it's a shambles.
Yeah.
And so
hold your hands up.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? And now, what we were saying is, now he's kind of working in line with Carter because
he wants to save his mum and his sister.
Yeah. So when we go into that scene, right, where I'm allowed to go back to the house scene already, or yeah. So when we go into the back to the house scene where Monet comes in, Carter also comes in, so does Drew, and then Carter says, "You guys are better." Blah. I know he said a few things, and it says, "Me and Drew will sort this out." And I'm like,
"Yeah,
Drew, like, what? Do you get what I mean? Like, what is really going on? Like, what is actually happening here? Like, just bring the show to an end. Just
that's what I'm saying. I was like, Drew, has he moved to you, Drew? I don't understand. You seem a bit comfortable with this man. But you know the worst thing that Carter said in it?
Was that?
When Carter said to Tariq, welcome to the fucking team. You know that was the worst thing he could have ever said to Tariq. Tariq will kill his blood fuck. He will kill him. And now Tariq is looking, and that's what Tariq said. Is it? Okay, bad man.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's like,
so I definitely think Tariq is taking them out.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope so. I really, really hope so, because again, I repeat, this Carter character is really, really poor, really, really poor. And not saying he's a poor actor, but I just feel
Michael Ealy he's believable. It's not about Michael Ealy.
Oh yeah.
It's about the Agent Carter, and what Agent Carter brings to this show. And I think, like I said, every episode he changes. So last week he was top gangster. Remember, for 4 episodes, he was a clean cop. Episode 5, we saw that he was a bit corrupt because he let Monet keep the drugs. Yeah. And said, I want a little cut. Then by episode 6, he was just bursting into Monet's house talking about, show me my money, or whatever the kids say. I can't remember what it is. Give me my money. I don't know what the kids say. There's some stupid meme.
Yeah.
Whatever that was, yeah. And then each week, he's just turning into this like complete gangster, like that has everybody under his thumb. Everybody, all like, and then now he's like, even when he's saying like, I want to go for Noma, in my head, I'm like, do you want to go for Noma to take her out? Or do you want to go for Noma just so you can get even more of the pie?
Yeah. But like, to me, I'm surprised none of them have tried to take him out. Give the opportunity to a young soldier to take him out. That's what I don't understand. But one thing he does have to record. Sorry, go on.
The video.
Yeah, that's the one thing he's got on Tariq. But obviously Tariq doesn't know that. But he has that on Tariq, which I'm assuming, that's what is going to blackmail Tariq on. Because Tariq doesn't know that's a safe house or anything. He just got the address anyway. So it's one of those ones that I think that's the only thing that he will show Tariq and say, I've got this. But she did say that's the only copy that she has. So it's about him obtaining that phone and destroying it. And obviously, I like you said, I expect Tariq to take him out.
So, all right. So obviously, like I said, all right. And if this is the first time you've watched us talk about Power, it's not. We think Power is a mess. The issue is we rate Power so highly, that it gets frustrating. It's genuine frustration right now. We're feeling it's genuine frustration. I'm gonna lie to you. You messaged in the group yesterday, Power, and I thought, damn, should I watch it last night? I said, no. Do you know what? Let me get up this morning and watch it. I watched the Arsenal Spurs game. I put Power on straight away. As soon as I watched it, I messaged you straight away. I said, what? Yeah. What's the thing? Oh yes, Caucasian man, come here. Kane is like, you're pretending to be a police officer. You know what can you say? Caucasian man, come here. Busting up. Like, and don't get me wrong, there are always going to be funny bits in Power. There's always going to be bits in Power that make you bust up. There's always going to be bits in Power where you think, oh my God, what the hell are you doing? Also, sorry, didn't Tariq's little sister, how old is Tariq's little sister now?
Is this even the same character? I was like, hold on.
Like, she looks like...
I was saying to myself, why is she reaching the heights of Tariq? This is what I'm trying to say.
She reached the heights of Tariq. She's taller than her mum.
Outrageous.
Well, I don't understand. That's why I always question, how old is Tariq right now?
How
is just spinning in her grave.
How old are
Rain is spinning their grave saying, that's the truth. That's the truth. But I think it was good that the mum was there, Tasha, and Tasha was kind of spitting some truth. Tasha was spitting some truth. And obviously, he then realized, no, I can't go around killing this. And I think for him, what he's always wanted, and I think that's the probably saving grace of Tariq, is Tariq has always wanted family. He just wants his family back in it. So I think the fact that he spent some time with his mum and his sister, like, I think that just kind of triggered him that actually, all of you, that's foolishness. It's got nothing to do with me. That's your family beef, innit? Like, I feel it because it was my seed, but really, it's not my business.
Yeah, facts.
And Braden needs to stop taking coke.
See, that whole thing there.
How can they walk in the room and say you need to wipe your nose after he already wiped his nose? You know,
where they didn't wipe it well enough. He was still. It was still.
I don't know.
It was still semi snort. Like it could. You can tell he wiped his nose when he come in, but you can tell like he was like still kind of trying to snort it back in, like in his nose. But
obviously,
the whole
I don't
Brady,
know about them things. I don't know.
No. Yeah, no, of course. Neither do I. But the whole, like you said, it's like he's gone from being such a smart kid to now meeting this woman who has now disappeared, to regularly just snorting this cocaine and him dancing on stage. Is like, really? I question, will Braden go? It's like losing the. Like, I just don't get it.
I question it because Braden, again, he comes from money, but he was always smart. He was always a smart character. So I question where you're going with Braden, and are you running out of ideas with Braden? Yeah, you're running out of ideas with somebody.
With Braden, he's just my man's sidekick. It doesn't need to be like with Braden. The way I see it is, he doesn't have to be in it all the time. It's one of the ones that when Tariq phones him and says, how's business going? He says, yeah, it's all going cool. I've got this thing. Let's go and let's on it. Do you get what I mean? So it doesn't always have to be, to me, Brett doesn't have to always be in it or force the character. I think he's a really good character when him and Tariq link up. But what they're trying to do and make him a coke addict and stuff like that, I'm not feeling that. It's not required. You don't need to do that.
No, he doesn't at all. Also, sorry. Why?
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, why are they now introducing Effie's mum?
Her phone rang and said, "Mum." How
We've never heard about the mum before.
How can this be the last season? How it just none of it. you know what I'm saying? None of it makes sense.
It's like they're giving us bare things. Like, I don't know. Are we supposed to now like be saying we want more? We want more. I don't understand,
bro. I'm not at this rate. I don't want no more. Do you get what I mean? If it's I don't know. Like I try to have theories in a sense how this is gonna end, but I actually don't know.
Yeah.
And next week I could say, "Oh my god, this episode was sick. This happens," you know. But honestly, I don't think I am going. I think I'm going to be really left pretty disappointed in this whole affair. You know, this whole thing about power, and I really don't want to. I really don't want to. I'm a massive fan again.
I think they're probably going to slap another power book ASAP, so we don't feel too badly about it. But there were some things. Did you notice the name of the police officer that Kane said he was?
Wait, no, who?
He said he was Officer Ramirez.
Oh, another Ramirez.
No, but do you remember who Officer Ramirez was? Wasn't it Officer Ramirez the one that was piping his mum at the beginning of Power Book 2? Do you remember that?
Monet's mum.
Yeah, Monet. Remember the one that
Monet's mum. Monet, yeah, sorry,
yeah,
Monet.
Yeah. I think it was. I'm sure it was Officer Ramirez, the one that used to come round. Do you remember? And his mum was seeing him when the dad was in prison.
Let me double check that still.
But I think Nomar, she's lost her touch. Now Kane wants to marry her so she can get citizenship. It's like Nomar, I prefer when you weren't here.
Look.
Like
is it Mona? Monet? Noma. Her part in the show doesn't make sense now. Like no one, honestly, I don't care about her 1 inch. And to me, her getting married so she gets citizenship. Well, she couldn't marry anyone else, no? I don't understand. So, and the thing is, she knows she wants to get citizenship. So you're trying to tell me
you're going to marry a drug dealer? Yeah.
So she obviously, my man died in season 2. The guy, the bald head, Ezekiel's dad.
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember his name. I had his name in my head earlier. So you're trying to tell me that you have been waiting to get to marry someone so you can get citizenship. Really? Now Kane has come up with the idea, but she could have married anyone.
She can still marry anyone.
But what I'm saying is like, oh, and she was like, oh my God, you would do that for me. He's like, I can get man and charge man £300 and get you married. It's simple.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It's very, very simple. So this whole thing, no, I'm not feeling it. Like, I don't.
Mecca.
Sorry? Mecca. That's it. Mecca. That's it. Do you get what I mean? So, like, to me, I just Kane getting married to her, like, really? And he's all talking about prenups. You can do that paperwork. Like, you shut up, man. Like, and the way that man just leaving Iffy in the house just like that. Come on, man. And there's a beat there, you know.
Yeah, but anyway, we're not going to talk about Iffy because I'm not feeling that. But I will just say I prefer them to be at school. I prefer when there's episodes where they get a little lecture and they're testing their mental strength and they're having those little kind of discussions.
Yeah.
Bring back light skin Keisha.
I was just gonna mention
she's not really been in this season. I want to know where she is. Why is she not there?
But she had a baby, didn't she?
What, real life?
Yeah. I'm sure
okay, fair enough. Maybe that's the reason we're not here. All right. Well, look. Obviously, we can't make this episode as long as an episode of Power because
of course,
just go and watch episode of Power. But we've got 3 episodes more. Okay.
Yeah.
None of us know what's going to happen. I'm gonna actually. None of us know what's going to happen. We will definitely be doing an episode next week about episode 8 and one for episode 9, and we might for season 10. There might even have to be a watch along or something. I don't know. We might do a live one while we're watching it. I don't know. A little feedback. We'll figure something out. But
100%.
Stay tuned. We will be obviously the proper podcast will be out this Friday. So make sure you watch that. That's episode 254. You'll have the full squad inside. But yeah, Power, let us know. Obviously, Power's going to finish. Let us know what shows you want us to go through. Let us know what ones you like, what ones you don't like. And me and Rich will get on it.
100.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I'll see you Friday when we release the full proper episode. And this will come out today. So you just seen it. So yeah, don't worry about it. All right, people. Peace.